Hi, Rugby. It's April 1st. We're still in this quarantine. Starting to work on my quarantine beard. Hope you are too, or not. Today we're going to look at Psalm 46. I hope it's an encouragement to you. I hope it brings you peace and comfort in these times of struggle and of difference, of doing things in ways we're not used to. So if you want to read along, Psalm 46, or just listen to what God is speaking through these words. Psalm 46, starting in verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar. Kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice and the earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Come and see what the Lord has done, the desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes wars to cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. He says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress." That's normally pretty hard for us. Be still. But in being still, we can know that God is in control and he is in charge. Not that things turn out like we expect or even want, but we are not lost or abandoned. As I reflected on those words, I also thought about Exodus 14, where the Israelites were fleeing Egypt and being pursued by the Egyptians. Let me read from Exodus 14, starting in verse 10. They're at the Red Sea, and the author writes this. As Pharaoh approached, the Israelites looked up, and there was the Egyptians marching after them. They were terrified and cried out to the Lord. They said to Moses, "Was it because there were no graves in Egypt that you brought us to the desert to die? What have you done to us, bringing us out of Egypt? Didn't we say to you in Egypt, 'Leave us alone. Let us serve the Egyptians'? It would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians than to die in the desert." Moses answered the people, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. The Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." Then the Lord said to Moses, "Why are you crying out to me? Tell the Israelites to move on." There was a struggle, there was fear, and there will continue to be struggle, plenty of struggle to come. That's not the issue. But can we be still and let God work and then move on? Can we look forward and not backwards? Richard Rohr, a Christian author, writes these words. In this time of suffering, we have to ask ourselves, what are we going to do with our pain? Are we going to blame others for it? Are we going to try and fix it? No one lives on this earth without it. It is a great teacher. Although none of us want to admit it, if we do not transform our pain, we will transmit it in some form. How can we be sure not to transmit our pain onto others? I think the answer to transforming your pain and my pain is finding the next right thing to do and do it. Don't let struggle stop you. Be connected, make connections, reconnect, practice resurrection. Stay connected, Rugby. We'll talk soon.